Red Nation Blogga back with another video. The Houston Rockets beat the Indiana Pacers 130 to 113. To be honest to y'all, I don't understand how the Rockets hit 130 points. I don't get it. That means that they scored 99 points in 3 quarters. Indiana is terrible. Like defensively on the road, they showed the splits. Indiana's bad. Because the Rockets had 31 points at the end of the first quarter. So for them to have 130 and for the second quarter to look like it did and for a little bit of the third quarter to look like it did, the score is surprising. Like the score definitely got out of hand in the later stretches. Fred VanVleet, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. He was solid tonight, 4 of 8 from 3. 6 of 14 from the field, only 1 turnover. He was a plus 30. It seems that whatever he was struggling with in the beginning of the season, whether it was his focus, whether it was his shot, whether he may not have been in the best shape, whatever the case may be, it seems like all of that is behind him, and we are getting the normal Fred VanVleet that we have been missing. That failed to show up earlier this season. It seems like Fred VanVleet is here now. He's here to stay. He's back to being that consistent point guard and shot creator and play creator that we need, the guy that's taking care of the ball that we need. Fred VanVleet has a really good knack for hitting a timely bucket when you need it. Whether the offense is stalling out, whether he comes out and he tries to do his point guard thing, he's not really looking for his shots. Then he sees that the game is kind of getting in the mud a little bit offensively. He's the guy that pulls the Rockets out of that mud and just hits a bucket to just give you some breathing room. Jalen Green, all game long, they said he had an illness. He was listed questionable coming into the game with an illness. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He was 5 of 13 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. Plus 9 somehow. I don't know, man. I can't even chalk this up to he had an illness. He has been hot and cold all season. He had a stretch in the beginning of the season, the first 4 or 5 games, where he was, oh my God, this is a Jalen Green from March. We're going to get this consistently for the whole season. To now it's like, oh, he's hot a little bit. Oh no, he's cold again. Oh, wait, no, he's hot. Oh no, he's cold again. It's just, he's consistently inconsistent. It's the worst part about him as a basketball player. Either you're going to be trash or you're going to be good. Can you please stop with the inconsistency? Like the threes that he was taking today, he doesn't seem to be good from the left side of the court. He just doesn't seem to make a lot of threes from the left side. The right side, from the right slot position, from the right 3-point slot position to the corner, he seems to be really good at. Top of the key sometimes. The left side, he just seems to completely be all blue over there. It's just cold, cold, cold. It doesn't seem to be that he's good from that area. I don't know, man. Like I said, I really wish that I could chalk this up to, hey, he has an illness, but that's not the case. Tari Eason off the bench, 11 points, 9 rebounds, 6 steals, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 1 turnover, plus 15. I got him on my fantasy. I'm happy. Amen Thompson, not the best game from him, 17 minutes, 6 points. He got into early foul trouble. The refs was on bullshit the whole game for both teams. I'm a Rockets fan, and I'm going to tell you that they was on bullshit for both teams. They was calling bullshit on the Pacers. They was calling bullshit on the Rockets. And it seemed like it just flipped in the second half. It seemed like they just said, okay, we're going to stop calling bullshit on the Rockets, and now it's the Pacers' turn. We're going to call bullshit on them. It just seemed like they just flipped the switch or whatever, and it was just dumb. Like, it was, for lack of a better word, it was dumb. But Amen Thompson was an early foul trouble. He had 4 fouls, still managed to be a plus 14, 2 of 4 from the field, as I said. Only 17 minutes. He was solid, man. He was solid. I have no gripes about him. Jock Landale got 13 minutes, 6 rebounds, 6 points, 4 rebounds. I really want to see Jabari Smith at the 5. Like I don't want to see Steven Adams no more. I don't want to see Jock Landale. I'd rather see Jock Landale before I see Steven Adams. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jock Landale can at least move his feet. He can at least hit a 3 shot, but it's still not. It's a lot left to be desired. He has bad hands. It seems like he struggles to finish around the rim. He can have a clean look, and he just gets hung by the rim from underneath the rim. It's crazy, man. Like, it's really nuts. Dillon Brooks, 4 points. Not really much to talk about there. His shot was not on tonight. He was 0-7 from 3, 1-10 from the field overall. His shot wasn't there tonight. It is what it is. Another guy that was in foul trouble probably got knocked out of his rhythm because he was in foul trouble. Like I said, the restroom bullshit. Alperen Sengun, 31 points. 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 12 of 19 from the field, only 1 turnover. He was a +4. Hey, Alperen Sengun, look, Alperen Sengun going into halftime had 10 points. He had 20 points in the second half. It's like he flipped the switch. He definitely flipped the switch, and he's just kind of showing us, again, this guy's only 22 years old. He's a young 22. He's a fresh 22. For him to be balling out like he's balling out, I love it. Again, no complaints, no qualms about it. He just gave everybody the business tonight. He's one of the toughest players in the league to defend on a nightly basis. He just got to get the finishing back from last year. He just has to get the finishing back. If he can get that touch back around the rim, he had a crazy, ridiculous and-one where he got fouled. He did like a spinning hook shot, like 8-9 feet away from the basket. It hit up, soft touch, fell right in. That's the type of shit you want to see from Alperen Sengun. So I'm happy about that. Last but certainly not least, Jabari Smith Jr. He seems to be turning a corner. He seems to be turning the offensive corner. 23 points, 8 rebounds, 8 of 13 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 0 points. He had the second highest plus-minus in the starting lineup, 19, +19. Jabari Smith he just hit timely buckets today. He was when the Rockets offense stalled, he was there for them a little bit. He did his thing. He got to the rim a lot. He actually drove, did a move where he kind of hooked the guy with his elbow, finished, got a bucket. You know, he was on one tonight. Jabari was in his bag. He was hitting shots, and that's all I want to see from Jabari. As I said multiple times, he lacks wiggle. He lacks athleticism. He lacks a handle, like lateral quickness, fluidity, anything that you want to say he lacks in terms of like an athlete and athleticism. He does lack. But you got drafted to be a knockdown shooter. It's time for you to be that knockdown shooter. Point blank, period. You need to be the knockdown shooter that the Rockets drafted you to be. Tonight, he was that. 3 of 5 from 3, as I said, 60%. On the other side, man, Tyrese Halliburton, 4 points, 8 assists, 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, -28. He had the lowest plus-minus on the team. What the hell is wrong with this dude? Didn't give Siakam a lick of help. Siakam had 21 points. Quentin Jackson had 24 points. He didn't give them guys a lick of help. Not one. He is terrible on the road this season. You know how sometimes they show numbers and it's like home and away splits, and it's like, but that game, the player doesn't really respect those home and away splits and they go off on you on the road. Tyrese did not do that. He stayed true to the numbers. He stayed true to the statistics, because that terrible performance tonight. Him and Jalen Green had a mid-off. Jalen obviously was better than Tyrese Halliburton, and I don't know if bro is still hurt from the hamstring injury. I don't know if he never really recovered, but this was a horrible performance tonight. Horrible performance tonight. As always, guys, that's it. Please comment below. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what you saw from the game. Like and subscribe as always. RedNationBlogga out.